Good morning, children. Today we are going to study about emulsion. Emulsion, the study of emulsion is a part of surface chemistry, or you can say it is a special part of colloidal salt which we have already studied. So today's topic is emulsion. Now what is emulsion? Emulsion is a colloidal salt in which the dispersed phase and the dispersion medium both are in the liquid state. Now up till now we have studied that colloidal salts they have actually dispersed phase in the solid state and the dispersion medium in the liquid state. But in emulsions, the dispersed phase as well as the dispersion medium both are in the liquid state. So we can say emulsion is a colloidal salt in which the dispersed phase and the dispersion medium both are liquids. So I write it down. Emulsion is a colloidal salt in which as well as the dispersion medium are in the liquid phase. Now how can we prepare emulsion? Emulsion can be prepared when the two liquids, the dispersed phase and the dispersion medium, are strongly agitated, or we use a vibrator so that the dispersed phase and the dispersion medium both mix together nicely, and we get a colloidal salt of, or we can say, the emulsion. Now the problem is that if you keep it undisturbed for some time, the two liquids will separate out because they are immiscible. So what to do? We add certain emulsifying agents which are also known as emulsifiers. Or emulsifying agents. Which are added to such solutions in which the dispersed phase and the dispersion medium both are in the liquid state. So when we add an emulsifying agent, the colloidal salt prepared becomes stable. So colloidal salt prepared which becomes stable, we can say an emulsion is prepared. So the emulsion which is now prepared, in this the two liquids will not settle down. Now what is the role of emulsifier? We have seen that a soap molecule, what is a soap? Soap is sodium salt of long chain fatty acids. The fatty acids have large number of carbon atoms. Here we are showing it by R only. So one end of the soap molecule, this is soap molecule, sodium stearate, sodium palmitate, etc. This soap molecule has two ends. One is hydrophilic end and the other end is known as hydrophobic end. One is hydrophilic end and the other is hydrophobic end. Now hydrophilic end has affinity for water, and the hydrophobic end has affinity for the hydrocarbon part. Now in clothes we have stains which are actually grease or some other type of dirt, which is the organic part. So the hydrophobic end gets attached to the stain or the organic part, and the hydrophilic end has affinity for water. So when we rinse, the hydrophilic end moves along with the water, pulling the stain with itself. This is how we know the cleansing action of soap. But here the interfacial tension between oil and water decreases. That is the role of the emulsifier. So this is the role of emulsifier in soaps. Now there are two types of emulsion. Types of emulsion. First one is oil in water type. We write it as O/W. And the second is water in oil type. Now what is the meaning of oil in water type? It means in those emulsions where oil is present as the dispersed phase and water is present as the dispersion medium. So we get emulsions of the type oil in water, in which the dispersed phase is oil and the dispersion medium is water. How do we decide which is the dispersed phase and which is the dispersion medium? The liquid which is present in larger amount is the dispersion medium, and the liquid which is present in smaller amount is the dispersed phase. Now example of oil in water type is milk. Now in milk you have fat globules which are present in water. So one example is milk. Then there are vanishing creams which are also examples of oil in water type emulsions. What about water in oil? Water in oil means the dispersed phase is water and you have oil which is present as the dispersion medium. So in larger quantity you have dispersion medium and the dispersed phase is present in smaller amounts. Now example of water in oil is butter, cold creams, etc. These are examples of some of the examples of water in oil type emulsions. Now what are the properties of emulsions? I'll grab this. Now emulsions, they follow all the properties of colloidal salts, जैसे कि आपने पढ़ा होगा Tyndall effect, Brownian movement, electrophoresis, etc. were the properties of colloidal salts. So these emulsions also follow these properties, they obey these properties, and coagulation takes place on the addition of electrolytes. Coagulation takes place on the addition of electrolytes. So emulsions, they have all the properties of colloidal salts. Now coming to the process of separation of the two liquids in an emulsion, it is known as demulsification. Demulsification. Preparation of emulsion is known as emulsification, and separation of the two liquids is known as demulsification. Now what are the applications of emulsions? Now emulsions, we know we have so many things which we use in daily life which are actually emulsions. There are so many medicines which are in the emulsion form which we use during our illness. Then milk is also an emulsion of liquid. Butter, milk, all these are emulsions. Ordinary soap also, we have studied about soaps. They also have an important role when they clean the clothes, the stains. That is because of emulsion. Now the digestion of fats also, which takes place in the intestine, there is the role of emulsion. Emulsification of fats takes place in the intestine. So there also emulsions are involved. Now what are the harmful effects of emulsion? Now in petroleum wells, certain petroleum wells, where water is also present along with the crude oil, then instead of getting petroleum, you get emulsion. So this is one harmful effect of emulsions which is seen in nature. So that is all about emulsion. Thank you.